Welcome into another edition of the Brilliant Show, and we've got Samson Richards. What's going on, man? What's going on? I mean, uh, hey, don't let's not start with the twitching.
I will twitch if I want to twitch. I like twitching, so leave me alone with my twitching.
Okay, all right. So tomorrow night's Legends Never Die 3.
Hold up there, Puffy Lips. Listen, are you monetized in any way, shape, or form?
I know, no, I'm not.
Okay, good. I think we'll be okay then, because grab a helmet and brace for impact. This one's gonna get bumpy.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But tomorrow night's Legends Never Die.
Yeah.
You're going inside war games. Have you ever been inside a steel cage?
My life is in a cage, man.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that, but I didn't think a cage. I was thinking more like padded walls, but
What do you mean?
I got you.
I'm crazy? Do you think
No.
you're the one on here and you're already attacking me?
I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. Calm down. Calm down. Let's just say this, okay? Let's just say this. You did lose your SWA Heavyweight Championship to Bear Wolf. How did that happen? Like, I didn't see it, so I don't know. What happened?
Well, look at it this way. Barry Wolf's been doing this for the better part of 15 or 20 years. He knows all the moves. He knows all the reversals. I'm going in there with a headlock and a dream and hoping for the best. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
Now, did you hear the comments that he made the week before y'all had your match? Did you hear some of the comments he made? Because he was talking about, how you was on his side, how you was doing this, but then he kind of called you crazy himself. He made a lot of derogatory comments towards you.
Well, I look at it this way. Any comments that he made, that's on him. I was nothing but supportive to him for 5 years. For 5 years. If that man had a problem, I was the first one to show up and say, you know what? Let's take care of this, baby. I got you. And then all of a sudden, he gets his new best friends, the Rebellion, and he kicks me to the curb. What am I supposed to think on that? Am I supposed to just say, okay, that's fine. You go hang out with the cool kids. I'm going to sit here over by myself. No, it doesn't work that way, Barry.
You know what he also said on the podcast? Now, like I said, I like you. I think you're a nice guy.
Oh,
but Barry made a couple more derogatory comments about you, about saying like he'd walk outside and you'd just be talking to yourself and you'd be crying one minute, laughing the next.
Well, if you paid more attention and see a little blue light in my ear, I was probably on the phone.
He said there was no phone there.
There's a phone. There's always a phone.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Well, Samson, person of your stature and everything, you're a pretty tall guy. Big guy. Big burly guy.
You calling me fat, you scrawny little turd?
No, I'm not calling you fat. I said you're buff.
You're supposed to take my big guy.
All right, you're a buff guy. How about that? Does that work better for you?
Son, it's been 10 years since I've been in the gym. Ain't nobody called me buff in that time.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's get our minds back on track. Come on. So, what made you want to get into wrestling? Like, did they show it at the Looney Bin or what? How'd that work?
I was broke down about 6 miles from where they train at, and I was just looking for a cell phone service. Walked into the building, asked if I could use the bathroom, and just started training one day.
Just like life for you, huh? You just walk into things and things just happen.
But I did recognize one guy, Lanny Mixon. I don't know if you know him, but
I know Lanny very well.
He was the SWA owner there for a time, and for some reason, that dude liked me, and I reckon he saw something in me, and he was one of my biggest supporters getting into wrestling. As a matter of fact, he was one of the very first people I ever talked to about it, and he actually is the one who introduced me to Steve Starr.
Okay. Old Steve. That's when you first started out was with old Steve, and you came in, and you never really liked Hillbilly, did you? You never really liked Hillbilly Joe, did you?
There was a time we got along all right. There was a time where we were riding together and stuff like that. Because when you get in, they put you with somebody they think's going to take care of you, so that you'll learn.
Hmm.
And they put me with him of all people. And let me tell you, if you've ever ridden with Hillbilly, that truck goes at about the speed of a fart. All right. We went to all the way to Atmore, Alabama one time. And let me tell you, we wound up on the wrong side of the tracks. We're going in this, for the lack of a better word, it was the boonies, man. I mean, there was people cooking outside, old barns falling down. A black SUV started following us at one point. And I noticed it, and I'm fine. I mean, that's just an ordinary Tuesday night. Next thing he knows, spread your legs. What? Spread your legs. I'm like, at least buy me dinner first, man. He's like, I got to get in the glove box. Okay. So I spread eagle. He gets in the glove box and he pulls out, I don't know what caliber it was, but it was a friggin' hand cannon, man. It was huge. He's like, I drive, you shoot. I'm like, whoa, why are we going from a 0 to a 10? Nothing's happened yet. Calm down. And people call me crazy.
Yeah, Hillbilly Joe is crazy. He's a little far out there himself. But he's just been kind of causing a little ruckus as well. But let's look at this. Let me go ahead and pull this up. We got Legends Never Die. That's the Flyers tomorrow night. South Jones High School. You're not going to want to miss it. I know front row seat is gone. I'm sure they're gone. But you can still contact SWA and find out. They'll let you know if there's some available. But this is the match that everybody is looking forward to. And let's go run it down. We got
Oh,
you,
Lord.
Antonio Bronson, Nick Wonder taking on Barry Wolf, Ryan Hodge, and who's Wonder Bread here? Who's our white bread here?
Well, look, if you look at that picture, you're looking at some of the top tier talent in South Mississippi. I mean, you got Nick Wonder.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, he's one of the all-time greats. There really ain't a whole lot he can't do. And you got Antonio Bronson, and I don't know if anybody's seen the promo. I guarantee you can hear it here first. One day, Antonio Bronson will be holding the SWA Southern Heavyweight Championship around his waist. I promise you. He's that good. And then on the opposite side, you got Ryan Hodge. Me and Ryan have fought several times, and he's good. He's been doing this for 20 years. I mean, he's been all over the state. He has holds several championships under his belt, and there isn't a hold he can't do or a reversal he can't pull off. I mean, there's a reason Monty Warbutts and Calvin Rose keep him around. And then you got Coach White or Chris White, whatever you want to call him. I ain't got a clue who that dude is. I don't even know where he's from. Couldn't tell you.
Well, looking at him from here, he looks like a bowling pin. That's
He's
what he
bald.
looks like.
And then you got Barry Wolf. And like I said, Barry's the man. Barry's the man to beat. He's been doing this longer than I probably have toes and fingers. But the reason Barry is more dangerous than all of them is because Barry is meticulous. He's constantly thinking about new ways to do something in the ring. When we would do our training sessions and he would have me in there, like I said, I'm going in there with a headlock and a dream. I can't wrestle my way out of a paper bag. All I am is big and strong. Somehow or another, he'd get a hold of my arm. You know how you bring a water hose up real quick and bring it back down and cause that ripple effect? Well, he's done that and punched me out with my own shoulder several times.
Yeah, that is Barry. I mean, but Barry, like we said, I mean, Barry's one of the best to do it. I think Barry, to me, I love watching Barry every week.
Barry Barry's.
Yep. So, are you afraid to step into war games? I mean, have you ever, you know what war games is?
It has been explained to me, and it's a little difficult to understand to begin with, but I pretty much got the concept down. I'm going into this match with the mindset that if I don't walk out having beaten the absolute tar out of Barry Wolf, I'm not walking out. I'll die in the middle of that ring. This might be my last shot at Barry Wolf. And if I got to go out fighting Barry Wolf and die, I'll do it. I've got no problem with it. I got no regrets.
Well, let me ask you this. You brought that up. Barry Wolf, this may be your last shot at Barry Wolf. Let me just ask you this. Like, when you go into this match tomorrow night, are you worried about the other two? Is it just Barry you're focused on? I mean, because it sounds like the only person you're focused on going into this match, you're forgetting about two other opponents here that could, blindside you.
No, I'm worried that they're going to get in the way between me and Barry. Barry's my main target here. If they get in the way, that's on them. I will do everything in my power to blast through them just to get to that man, just to get to him and show him how bad he's hurt me. And yes, I do have feelings. And what he's done has hurt me. I mean, that night where the rebellion beat the ever-living tar out of him, they came to me and asked me, hey, we're going to have a spot opening. You want it? Like, how much you going to pay me? They offered me a price. It was all right. I didn't know that they were going to attack Barry Wolf. I didn't know that.
Are you sure?
I promise.
You didn't know that?
I know the narrative that the SWA has sent out, but if you go back and look, I'm being made out to be the villain here. I mean, I'm always made out to be the villain. I mean, even on the YouTube show, if you'll go back and watch, when Barry Wolf comes in with a baseball bat, I'm conveniently cut off. They don't show that part where he tries to strike me in the head with a baseball bat. Thank God for Benjamin Wood, because I'm kind of scared of what Barry Wolf would have done with that baseball bat if he had gotten his way. He might have ended my career that night. All because the rebellion was in the ring and I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't think so. I think Barry's been harboring some resentment to me for a long time, and it showed. He finally showed his true colors to me, and you know what? I didn't want to believe it, but Barry, if you had gone on to take me out, that would have been way less cruel than what I'm going through right now.
Well, I was watching you about a month or so ago at Battle Zone, and you took on another one of those bigger guys by the name of Hunter Rhodes.
Hunter Rhodes. You mean the Chia Pet that somebody glued up of a butterball?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Hunter Rhodes. Look, the kid's talented, 100%. He's one of those that in 20 years' time, he's going to be the guy. I mean, he's got skill, he's got athleticism, he has it all. He's the full package. However, you get in the ring with me, chaos ensues. There ain't no telling where we're going to wind up.
And it's basically what happened that night. I mean, there was no winner. There was no definitive winner that night.
We fought all the way through Mendenhall. I mean, when the finally showed up over there in the plaza and I had to explain what's going on, yeah, they didn't even listen to me. They were taking Hunter's side immediately. Why? Once again, people think that I'm crazy.
But you're not, are you?
I'm not crazy. Of course I'm not crazy. What do you mean if I'm who's talking crazy here? Do I sound crazy? Do I look crazy?
No, but let me ask you this: what do you do in your spare time when you're not wrestling? Like, what's some of your hobbies? That tells a lot about a man.
When I'm trying to fight a guy for a Motel 6 room, I'm usually wandering around. I do this, I do that. I really don't have a whole lot of hobbies. I mean, I like to.
Well, I know I see you sometimes, like with your videos, sometimes on, I don't know if you know you're live sometimes or whatever you're doing on Facebook, but sometimes you're just wandering around in yards, just like talking. And
it's a free country. I can go where I want to.
That is true. I'm just saying that, do you know that you're doing this when you're doing it?
Doing what?
Like when you're on live on Facebook, just walking around talking and there's nobody there. I mean, like, do you know you're doing this?
Doing what?
All right. let's move on to something else good. So we talked about how you got started. What was your first match like? What was it like getting in the ring for the first time?
I was about to have a heart attack, pretty much. There was a point there where I thought, what's a guy like me doing here? And I wanted to run for a split second there. And what did they have me up against? A ninja. Yes, my first match was
And it was
against.
at South Jones, wasn't it?
It was at South Jones, December 14th, 2019.
I was there.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Of course,
As a matter of fact, I filmed that match where you destroyed him.
I did more than destroy him. You should have seen what I did to him after I got through with him.
Yeah. So, being in South Jones, your debut match, and you're going to be in South Jones tomorrow night. I mean, it's time for destruction, but are you going to go after the SWA championship after you're done in War Games tomorrow?
Time will tell. I've held the championship for the better part of, I want to say 5 months. I really don't know the exact number. But been there, done that, and it's been more of a headache than anything else, to tell you the truth.
Because you got a target on your back.
Well, I want the target on my back. I wanted Barry Wolf to challenge me for the SWA Southern Heavyweight Championship. Just not this way. I always thought it'd be more honorable, I always thought me and him duking it out. Just two people trying to see who's better than the other. Instead, he wanted to go and act the daggone fool.
Just like Barry. So, oh my gosh.
What?
I think something was right behind you.
Your pocket?
There's something behind you.
There ain't nothing behind me. I promise you. The only thing in this house scary is me.
Well, so tomorrow night, like we said, it's War Games, it's Legends Never Die, and we're going to get to that. We're going to talk a little bit more about it, but before we do, let's hit our sponsor up. StrongCoffeeCompany.com. Use the promo code ATI Wrestling. Get 25% off or 20% off. Let me make that straight. Go to StrongCoffeeCompany.com. Also, check us out on social media. Brandon Turner on Facebook, The Brilliant One on Instagram. TikTok is The Brilliant One, and Brilliant, the #1 show on YouTube. Samson, now you sit there. I've seen you do this before. And I just want to know, do you get pleasure? Like, because I come to the building, I think it was at Southwest a couple of years ago when I got there early, and I was looking for everybody, and there was nobody there. But I started seeing the ring go up, and I was like, what is it? And there was nobody in there, and I was walking around looking, and then all of a sudden I saw you just lifting it up with your legs. Is that some kind of like exercise you do before every show?
Well, it's kind of hard for me to find a gym that'll let me be there for more than an extended period of time, so I got to work out where I can get it.
But I mean, like, you just picking that ring up like it's nothing. I mean,
it's not that heavy of a ring. I mean, it's just, 1,000 pounds?
Yeah. So 1,000 pounds is nothing to you, huh? I couldn't lift 1 pound, so I can't say nothing. But when you got into your career, you got started, everything was going. You've been pretty dominant in SWA. Besides SWA, where have you stepped foot out into the world of independent wrestling?
I've been to Louisiana. That's been about as far as I've gone, to TWA. And I'll go back, but I've had some problems in my personal life that has kept me from traveling. So I can't really go over there as much as I would like to, but I definitely like to go back there because I got some unfinished business to attend to with a certain Alex Cruz. Yeah, he hit me in the head several times. I'm not happy about that. So yeah, I'll definitely go back there. And like you said, I've been through Battle Zone, and
what was the company in Alabama you went to?
I ain't been to Alabama. I try not to go to Alabama. I don't even think people that live in Alabama want to be in Alabama.
Well, wait a minute now. See, this is where Didn't you and Hillbilly go somewhere?
I didn't wrestle. I was just riding with him.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, All right. Okay. Are you going to stare at me like that? I mean, it's kind of
Why? Am I making you uncomfortable, baby?
just a little bit.
Oh, at him. He's blushing. Oh. I stare at you as long as I want to.
All right. So you're teaming with Nick Wonder tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And Antonio Bronson, you've gave good words about them. Antonio, one of the great talents, like you said, growing up on the independent scene. He's coming along really nicely. Nick Wonder has been killing it for years on the independent scene. I've watched Nick Wonder have great match after great match. Now they got your back. Do you trust them 110% to have your back throughout this match? Because I know your target is Barry Wolf. You've already said that.
I've learned over 6 years that if you put your trust in anybody in the wrestling business, that's on you. I mean, if they come out and they got my back, that's fine. If they want to tussle a little bit, I'll tussle with them. But for the most part, if they stay out of my way, I'll stay out of their way.
Someone pay attention to that meowing cat. Look, that cat is a problem. I'm going to take care of it. If y'all have a question for Samson, go ahead and ask it.
It's got to be your cat because there ain't no cat up in here.
I know, it's my cat. This thing's come here.
Well, feed the darn thing. He's probably hungry.
No, I fed it. It just wants to be petted, so now it's got a pet, so maybe it's happy for a minute. But I didn't know you could hear the cat through the mic. Sorry. But sorry, Angel. But anyway, if y'all have some questions for Samson, go ahead and put them out there because I don't know if he'll answer them. He ain't answered many of mine, but hey, that's
This way.
neither.
You got a question, I might have an answer.
Yeah. So go ahead and ask a question. But so you've had your dealings. Who are some of your best matches with? Who have you enjoyed having matches with?
One of my absolute favorite, just because I finally got to knock one on the top of his head just once, that would be the match where Lucas Cross retired. And just like I finally got to put one of these right on the top of that head. I've never been in a match with Lucas Ross up until then, and that's probably one of my all-time favorites just because I got to knock around a Mississippi legend.
And Lucas Frost is a Mississippi legend, man. He is all right, Hocus. This is the cat. Had to give her a little attention. But anyway, yes, Lucas Frost is a Mississippi legend, and to be able to get in the ring with him, that was an honor. And to be able to share the same ring as him was an honor because he's been tearing it up for a long time and hated that he had to get out early, but it looks like he's back with the Daybreakers. What's your thoughts on Doc Gracie and Nate Moss right
now? Well, we've never liked each other. I'm just going to put that out. And Lucas has never really liked me a whole lot. Even back when we were in Domination Incorporated together, I hardly had about 4 conversations with him, and he pretty much just came out and said, "Look, go to another room, kid. Get away from me." So with them being back, I don't know. They got a different attitude. And I got to tell you, it's the attitude that I've always kind of seen in them. And if they keep it up, the SWA is going to be a real interesting place to be here shortly.
Sure. So, and you brought up Domination Incorporated. That's another good thing I was wanting to talk about. Oh, Billy D. McLean as your manager, one of the top managers in the independent wrestling scene, right below me, but still Billy D. kicking it up, man. What was it like being under the tutelage of Billy D. McLean?
He's very knowledgeable. The few times that we were able to speak about wrestling, he's very knowledgeable.
Frankie Thomas says, "What's up, big guy?" Here he goes calling you big. Now, Now, is it okay for Frankie Thomas to call you big? Because you jumped all over me for calling you big.
No, you called me big man. Calling me big guy is a different horse of a different color.
Oh, is it? Frankie Thomas, one of the great talents of the independent scene too. I love watching Frankie. He's great. What's your thoughts on Frankie?
Frankie, I've only ever had, I want to say, one match with him. And just watching him, the dude is athletic as all get out. I mean, he does stuff. I'm like, I'd break my back doing stuff like that. And he's one of the all-time greats of Mississippi. I mean, he's been to Battle Zone
Yes.
a long, long time, and he's been at the top of Battle Zone for a long, long time. And to be able to share a ring with him is one of the highlights of my career.
I bet. I mean, and look at Frankie. He's also been a long time stay at BIW, which is another premier promotion in Mississippi and Louisiana, and runs in Arkansas. And Frankie's been one of their top guys for a long time as well. And Frankie was also trained by Cassidy Riley, who is another exceptional talent as well. So, but Samson, like you had your little spurt. You come in. You're from West Virginia. Are you really from West Virginia or the Nut House? Which one?
There you go with that crazy stuff again. Haven't I proven to you that I'm not crazy?
Yeah, you have. You have. But I was just
station where you, and you keep attacking me. Why?
I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking you questions.
Well, it feels very, very aggressive. But no,
Okay,
I'm from Cass, West Virginia. With this accent, do I sound like I'm from Cass, West Virginia? No, I'm from the same place everybody is watching this place from, South flipping Mississippi.
well, anyway, when you made your SWA debut, then you went on. What was it? What was next after that? You ran for a little while, and then you joined Domination Incorporated, which one of the most dominant factions in SWA history for sure. And then you move on, and you're just running around crazy, doing all kinds of things. You win the SWA Heavyweight Championship. Tomorrow night, you're in there with Rebellion in the War Games. Now, are you an official member of Rebellion now?
They're paying me. I'm going to leave it at that. And money's still good. I got their back. Whether the money stops, so does the protection.
Oh, so it's you're kind of a hired gun from them then.
I take it where I can get it. Those motel rooms, they ain't cheap.
I thought you had a truck to stay in.
I have a rental. I mean, you can't really stay in a rental.
So anyway, what are you looking forward to tomorrow night? What you got coming up? We got this Legends Never Die tomorrow night. We got War Games. You got this dude looks like a bowling ball pin. This Coach
Which
White.
one?
Coach White.
Oh.
I mean, look at that
Yeah.
bald head of his. I mean, he looks like he was on that movie Heavyweights. You remember that Disney movie Heavyweights where they had to go to fat camp?
I ain't got a clue.
Well, that's what he looks like he needs to go to. But anyway, so what else have we got coming up for Samson Richards? Like after War Games tomorrow night, what we got coming up, and where can people find you on social media?
I don't really have a social media. I mean, I got a Facebook, but I'm hardly on it because it's kind of hard to find a computer from time to time. So, yeah, you can find me on Facebook. That's about it.
Any wrestling shows coming up after Legends Never Die?
I don't know if I'm going to be on it, but Battle Zone has one going. I want to say May 21st. I may be wrong in that. Don't quote me. But yeah, I might have to go teach Hunter Rhodes some manners.
Well, that's going to be hard to do. You can't teach Hunter Rhodes manners. He don't know what manners are. He can't spell manners.
Nobody might be able to teach him, but I ain't tried yet. So let's just see how that goes.
So how have you liked your stint in Battle Zone? I mean, have you what's some of the top matches you've had in Battle Zone?
Well, I got to beat up the owner, and I set him on fire a couple of times. I want to say probably one of my favorite would be RJW. Yeah, it ain't real often I get to fight a guy that's about my height. So yeah, probably one of my favorites.
Oh, you talking about me? Is that what he sounded like, wasn't it? You freeze up there?
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What'd you say, you little worm?
I said, I ain't a worm. I don't do worms now. We already know about the worms. But anyway,
It looked like
I was just saying, you
at the bottom of the
was talking about RJW. I said, hey, well, what do you mean? That's how he sounds.
I didn't hear him talk. All I heard him was say, ow, 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 don't hit me there, ow.
Well, before we get out of here and hit the road, let me ask you this. You got a message for Barry Wolf. You got a message for Coach White. You got a message for, what's his name over here? Mr. Ryan Hodge. You got a question for him?
A question or a statement?
Not a question, but something you want to say to him before you go into the cage tomorrow night.
I only got one thing to say. Fill your hands, gentlemen. We're in for a rough night.
Now, from the look of it, before I get out of here, from the look of it, you're going after Barry Wolf. That's your target. But when I'm looking into your eyes right now, your sunglasses, it just looks like you're ready to cause destruction. I don't think you have winning on your mind.
It's not about winning in this one. It's about retribution and vengeance. And I will have both tomorrow night at South Jones. And that's a promise, Barry.
And that's, golly, man, it's just so cold in the room. It just, I don't know. There's just something eerie about you. But thank you for joining us here on the Brilliant Show this Friday night. I guess good luck tomorrow night and good luck on, life in general. Okay, well, I'm just going to wish you whatever makes you happy. And thank you for joining us here tonight on the Brilliant Show.
Oh, top tier. I'm the only person you should be asking to be on the show.
But that is true, and you are. Hold on before we get out of here. Let's see what this comment says. I wear my sunglasses at night. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. You got to wear your sunglasses at night. Yep. But Samson, thank you for joining us, man.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming. And you just hang tight there for just a second. Well, what's that?
Until we meet again, Imperials, this has been the Brilliant Show with Brandon Turner, starring Samson Richards.